Hello everyone. In this video, I will discuss one of the films called Gantz, and never forget that I always pray for you and your family to be happy and healthy always. It begins with a young man named Kurono K, who is reading a book while waiting for a train at an underground station. Shortly thereafter, a drunk man suddenly falls onto the train tracks. This prompts another young man named Katu Masaru to immediately jump down and help the fallen man. Although the man is saved, Masaru struggles to climb back up. At that moment, Kurono, realizing that Masaru is an old friend, rushes to help him. Unfortunately, Kurono also falls, and both of them end up being hit by the train. Strangely, instead of dying from the collision, they are transported to a room where 5 unknown men are gathered, and there is a strange black ball. It is later revealed that the 5 men have similar stories to Kurono and Masaru, having been transported to this room just when they were facing death. Not long after, the black ball emits a holographic light, and from the light appears a completely naked girl. Masaru immediately covers her with his jacket as one of the men tries to touch her. Shortly after, the black ball, later referred to as Gantz, opens up to reveal a mysterious unconscious figure inside. The ball also releases some strange weapons and several black suitcases, each labeled with the name of a person present in the room. From the name on the suitcase, it is discovered that the girl's name is Kei Kishimoto, and inside is a strange suit, which she promptly puts on. While everyone is still confused about what is happening, music suddenly starts playing from Gantz, accompanied by text instructing them to kill an onion-loving alien if they want to leave this place. Along with this, they are all unexpectedly teleported to a deserted and empty residential complex. Still bewildered, another young man named Yuichiro Nishi explains to everyone that this is just a reality show managed by America, and whoever manages to kill the designated target will receive a reward of 10 million yen. Tempted by this, the 5 men, including Nishi, immediately start pursuing the target, which happens to appear at the end of the street. Curious, Masaru joins the chase, followed by Kishimoto and Kurono. Eventually, they manage to corner the child-sized alien in a garage. Since the reward is 10 million yen, the 4 other men waste no time in shooting the alien using the weapons provided by Gantz. Unexpectedly, the alien's father appears from behind and attacks one of the men. Seeing this, the remaining 3 men try to shoot the alien father, but he uses the body of the man he captured to shield himself from the gunfire. The alien proceeds to kill everyone present, leaving only Masaru and Nishi, who disappears without a trace. Fortunately, just as the alien is about to kill Masaru, Kishimoto arrives in time to save him. From Kishimoto's actions, Kurono realizes that the suits provided by Gantz can protect them from the alien's attacks. He quickly opens his suitcase intending to wear the suit, but finding it empty, he reflexively uses the suitcase to hit the alien. At that moment, Nishi, whose suit has the ability to camouflage, suddenly appears and kills the alien. Afterwards, the survivors are transported back to the Gantz room. There, a report is displayed showing who died and how many points each person earned after killing the target. One of the men, Suzuki, who had previously joined the chase, is teleported back without a scratch. It is revealed that anyone who is still alive within the given time will return to the room, while those who die on the mission will never return. Shortly after, they are all sent back to the real world. It is revealed that Kurono is a college student struggling to find a part-time job. He is also shunned by his classmates, who consider him strange, although there is a woman named Kojima who secretly keeps an eye on him. One day, Kurono decides to look for Masaru's house using the address in their high school alumni book. Unfortunately, the address has since been turned into a parking lot. At that moment, Kurono realizes that the events from a while ago likely took place near this location. This suspicion is confirmed by some damage from the previous battle. Unexpectedly, he meets Kishimoto there, who asks if she can stay at his place because she is traumatized by her own home, having been in the process of attempting suicide in her bathroom when Gantz took her. When they arrive at Kurono's house, Kishimoto accidentally drops a book from the pocket of the jacket Masaru had given her. The book is a notebook containing Masaru's current address. The next morning, they wake up to find themselves back in the Gantz room, along with Masaru, Kishimoto, Nishi, and Suzuki, as well as some new people, an elderly woman and her grandson, and another woman. This time, Gantz orders them to kill an alien named Tanaka, who has a fondness for music cassettes. Learning from previous events, they quickly put on the suits given by Gantz before being sent to the mission location. Unfortunately, the elderly woman and her grandson are not prepared for this, becoming the first victims of the alien's ferocity. Kurono appears before the alien and tries to shoot it, but his attack is deflected by the alien, which resembles an animatronic. Next, the alien attacks Nishi, who was observing from a distance, revealing that the alien can see Nishi even when he is camouflaged. Seeing this, Kurono bravely decides to help Nishi and fight the alien, eventually managing to bring it down using the power of his suit. As Nishi is dying, he tells Kurono that he must earn 100 points to bring Nishi back to life. At the same time, the alien suddenly revives and attacks Kishimoto. Fortunately, Masaru and Kurono quickly act to help her. After a brief battle, they manage to defeat the alien, but Kurono is severely injured by his own attack. Fortunately, Kurono remains alive until the time limit, and he is then transported back to the room without any remaining injuries. Gantz shows that Kurono has earned 100 points, giving him the option to either revive someone who has died or erase his memory and be freed. At that moment, Kurono has not yet made any requests. Back in the real world, Kurono, curious about the capabilities of the suit given by Gantz, decides to test it by attempting to jump from a height. His experiment is interrupted when he suddenly receives a call from Kojima, who invites him to meet at a cafe. There, Kojima, who has a hobby of creating manga, shows her work to Kurono. Meanwhile, Masaru, who lives with his younger brother, is watching a TV show reporting on a car explosion caused by a gas leak at the exact same location where their previous battle with the alien took place. This suggests that humans are completely unaware of the existence of the aliens. Shortly after, Kishimoto visits Masaru to return his jacket. During their conversation, it is revealed that Masaru had been in prison for intentionally killing his father. But he has no regrets because his father was always abusive towards his younger brother. Kishimoto also shares that she had intended to commit suicide due to a complicated relationship with her ex-boyfriend, but after everything that has happened, she now wants to live longer. This indirectly implies that Kishimoto currently has feelings for Masaru. Sometime later, they are sent back to the Gantz room along with 3 new people. This time they are better prepared, and Masaru quickly explains the situation, urging everyone to put on the battlesuits provided by Gantz. Unfortunately, 2 of the new people refuse to follow Masaru's advice. When they arrive at a museum and encounter a giant statue-like alien, the new people run away into the main hall. Seeing this, Kurono tries to face the alien alone, believing it will be easier to prevent further casualties. Despite struggling initially, Kurono eventually manages to defeat the alien. However, just as they think everything is over, one of the new people who had run into the museum comes out severely injured and reveals that there is another alien inside. The group immediately heads inside to locate the alien. To their surprise, they encounter an alien statue with many hands and weapons, which quickly injures Kurono again. Fortunately, Masaru pulls him to safety before attempting to fight the alien. Unfortunately, their efforts seem futile, and the battle ends with both Masaru and Kishimoto being brutally killed by the alien. Realizing that he is now alone, Kurono reluctantly faces the alien despite having several stab wounds. He tries various ways to defeat the alien, but all his efforts are in vain. The alien even summons another statue that transforms into a giant, making it seem impossible for Kurono to survive. At the critical moment, 2 others who are still alive are outside the museum. As Kurono runs across the rooftop, Masaru, who is still alive, throws his weapon to Kurono. Kurono seizes this opportunity, grabs the weapon, and kills the alien. After the battle, Kurono rushes to Masaru's body as the time limit expires. However, only 3 people, Kurono, Suzuki, and 1 new person, are returned to the Gantz room, indicating that Masaru died just before the time ran out and cannot be brought back. Back in the real world, Kurono is visibly frustrated after losing his childhood friend. Even when Kojima gives him the next installment of her manga, Kurono is no longer enthusiastic about reading it. While Kurono and Kojima are walking in the underground station, they suddenly hear someone shouting about a child's hat that has fallen onto the tracks. Without thinking, Kurono immediately retrieves the hat, narrowly avoiding being hit by a train. This incident prompts Kojima to confess her feelings and ask Kurono not to die. After this encounter, Kurono takes time to visit Masaru's younger sibling just before being sent back to the Gantz room. There, Kurono encourages the newcomers, explaining that if they can earn 100 points, they can resurrect someone who has died. The film ends with a crowd gathered around the destroyed museum, and among them appears Masaru, who is still alive. This strongly suggests that Kurono used his points to revive Masaru, as we know he has more than 100 points to fulfill such a request. For more clarity on the story, one would need to watch the sequel titled Gantz, Perfect Answer, which delves into Gantz's purpose on Earth and its origins. And that's it for the story series of this film. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to support this channel by subscribe, like and share. See you in the next video. Goodbye.